Hey everybody, back with another episode of Nobunaga Side Quest. It's been a minute, been taking care of some business related things and just some other things that life has thrown at me, but I'm finally back. Today I'm going to be talking about some Canadian whiskey called EP5. The bottle is pretty damn cool looking, and the top to it, it's actually really nice. That would be the bottle itself, but pretty nice. It's kind of see-through. It's like a skeleton alien-like head or something like that. The rest of the bottle reminds me of the Colossal Titan. As far as the knowledge for it, just reading off this very reputable website, we finally found out where aliens come from. It's Canada. At least this one is. Introducing EP5 Premium Whiskey, a multi-award winning whiskey known for its sensational design. I do like the bottle a lot. And ultra premium taste. This whiskey comes in a handcrafted frosted bottle with white skeleton and alien head. Pause.
You what?
Known for its painstakingly hand-selected mash bill, EP5 Premium Whiskey goes through a step-by-step aging process using premium Canadian red eye, barley malt, and corn, which is aged for 7 to 8 years in a newly charred Canadian oak barrel. Just goes on to say a little bit more, but as far as the tasting notes, smooth, medium-bodied aromas and flavors of vanilla, hazelnut, butterscotch, and honey. Pairings as far as food goes with this, they're suggesting steak, aged cheddar, and apple pie. Serving suggestion is neat or on the rocks. So I'm going to open it. And as usual, the whiskey glass. Get this out the way. Oh, the ice. And all right. Oh, sorry about that. Get this. Oh, no way. There we go. Keep hitting the microphone. All right. Yeah, actually doesn't smell bad at all. I guess that's better close up of the, there it is. Yeah. All right. It's actually pretty strong, but it tastes pretty good. I'll keep it going from there. Close that up. Anyways, today's episode, I came across an article online. I thought it would be great to talk about it. I'm sure other people have already though, but it was 25 anime dream fights that we will never be able to see, but I guess it's great to talk about it and debate it. I'm going to try my best to not be biased, although some of you may take it personally if I say a certain character would, I guess, pretty much beat the other one in a fight, but there's zero bias. Whatever anyone may think or anything like that, there's zero bias. I'm going to try my best to just give some reason and try to get through some of these fights. So the first fight, it's been debated for forever, pretty much, but on this list, it's Luffy and Naruto. And I already know some people think that I'm going to say Luffy, which I am, but I'm only going to say it because of the whole Gear 5 stuff. That is not leagues ahead, but it's like the most unpredictable, and it's like pretty much the guy could do whatever the hell he wants. And there's so much that goes into Gear 5. Obviously, I already know what Naruto's capable of. I'm not downplaying the dude at all. But maybe Luffy really would win this one. Yeah, I think so. The Gear 5 is just crazy. If he could beat him within the time frame of being in Gear 5, or finish him within that time period, because if he runs out of Gear 5, then I'm pretty sure Naruto has it. But Gear 5 would be the factor right there for sure. So if you can keep that up, and finish him within that time period, then I think Luffy's got it. And feel free, anybody in the comments, to, I guess, challenge what it is that I'm saying or point out other things that I may not really address. The second fight would be Gaara versus Crocodile. Once again, me and Black Santa actually had this conversation like a couple days ago, and Black by nature, and I said Crocodile, and I'm still stick to it. And I'm gonna say Crocodile because he is literally sand, and Gaara is, I guess, a master manipulator of sand. So Black by Nature pointed out the fact that what if Gaara could manipulate him, meaning Crocodile, as a whole and kind of control his body. And I didn't really think about that, but I guess it just comes down to whether or not he can hold himself together and pretty much, I guess, not allow his body to be controlled. And I would think at this point in time, like with him having his devil fruit ability for X amount of, I guess, years, or just being the master that he is of his devil fruit, I don't think he would allow that to happen. Granted, like Gaara's techniques, like sand coffin and all that stuff, it's not usable. It doesn't really do anything because the guy is literally sand. And I guess one can argue that Gaara's, I believe it was that iron sand or something like that, may be useful to some extent, but it's just like, are you really gonna have any type of damage to someone like Crocodile when you use something like that? Can't really see anything going. Too much going in Gaara's favor. Even with, like, if he had the one tail, if he did like the Biju bomb or something like that, it would probably just make Crocodile explode into sand, but he would just pretty much reform himself. And I guess there's other things that go into it too, like if Crocodile has haki and he uses all different types of haki, pretty much breaks Gaara's defense and probably just kill the dude. So it's not, I'm not gonna make it a One Piece and Naruto type of deal, but obviously I'm picking these two One Piece characters to win it. I can see on other ends how the other character can put up a good fight, but this is zero bias. It's I just think Crocodile would definitely take this one for sure. All right, third fight is Itachi versus Byakuya. Sharingan is just, it wins every time. Obviously, I think Byakuya is a very capable man. He so many techniques at his disposal. Elite captain amongst other captains, I would say for sure. He stands amongst or over other captains for sure. He would easily shit on quite a few of them, except for Mayuri. But that's a whole nother story. And Itachi, just the techniques at his disposal, and the Sharingan. The Sharingan is like, there's nothing, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. And if anybody has any other like details or anything like that as far as why Byakuya would win this, I'm actually open to hearing that. But I think Itachi would take this. Susanoo, Amaterasu, what was that, Izanagi, all that stuff, man. It's just, yeah. But then you got the Senbon, and I don't know if Itachi can really avoid things like that. He'd have to really get to Byakuya's mind and just kind of just defeat him that way. That's the only way I could see that really going, I guess. But I give it to Itachi. For sure. Fourth one, Ichigo versus Roronoa Zoro. I'm pretty sure Ichigo just takes it. It doesn't matter how strong Zoro is at this point. There's nothing as far as any types of feats that would really stop Ichigo. His transformations and all that stuff, he easily overpower Zoro. Not much that he could do right there. I'm not even sure why the hell that was even brought up. That's not even a fair fight, in my opinion. Let's see. Kenshin versus Zoro again. Kenshin Batosai mode? Yeah, I can see that for sure. But not winning. No, not against Zoro. There's no way. I'm not even going to try to... No. Sanji versus Rock Lee. I'm going to give to Rock Lee, of course. The 8 gates. Oh my gosh. unless in the future, that's actually subject to change, because as of right now in the manga, Sanji has some weird things going on with his body, and it's not fully described. But until that comes out and we figure out what the hell's going on with this dude, I'm 100% give it to Rock Lee. He's faster, stronger. The Gase is just stupid. And yeah, there'd be not much Sanji could do. He'd be floored pretty quickly. Number 7, Light Yagami versus Lelouch. Light all day. Light all day. Light, man, light all day. All day. I'm not even going to go into that. Don't ever. Number 8. This is actually a good one. Afro from Afro Samurai versus Mugen from Shampoo. That I would actually really like to see as like a crossover or something like that. That would be an amazing fight. Obviously, Mugen's his sword style is very unorthodox. He has the breakdancing incorporated with his swordsmanship, which is it makes the anime very, very. I guess the visuals are just very good to look at because of that style that he has. In my opinion, he kind of makes that anime. But Afro, the whole series in itself, be it short, it was an amazing series, and just the things that he did too. That's a tough one. That's definitely tough. But I think Afro would have it at that point. That's close. I would say Afro for sure. Natsu from Fairy Tail versus Aokiji, aka Kuzan from One Piece. I don't know. I don't really know too much about Fairy Tail. I fell off like early. I thought it was a garbage anime, and I still do to this day. So just based off the anime being garbage, in my opinion, I'm gonna give it to Kuzan because he is that OD. And with the things that he's been doing recently in the manga, I'm pretty sure some fire ain't gonna really do shit to the dude, because he fought some man named Sakazuki, and they fought for however many days, and they both did considerable damage to one another. So fire versus, and that's the way to look at it too, right? Because Ace got killed by a lava dude when Ace was made out of fire. Natsu is not made out of fire, although he is a fire user. So just by that line of thinking, I would think that Aokiji probably would take that. Okay, next, Master Roshi versus Genkai. So the battle of the old heads. Obviously, Master Roshi. I don't know why they put DBZ characters into anything as of right now with anybody. It doesn't. Very, very, very few characters can be brought up from different anime, but not something like that. And Master Roshi just Kamehameha and then should just be dust. Hiei versus Susomu from Inuyasha. This is, I know I said no bias, but this comes with ultimate bias. Ultimate bias. Hiei all day. It's my favorite character from Yu Yu Hakusho. There's no way he would lose. He wouldn't lose to anybody. It doesn't matter. And someone like Susomu ain't gonna see this guy. Not at all. I'm not even gonna touch that anymore. Next fight, Meliodas of the Seven Deadly Sins versus Guts from Berserk. I'm trying my hardest not to be biased. This is kind of crazy. I don't know enough about Meliodas either, because I think that's another garbage anime. But I know he had that full counter or whatever. Guts, he had the armor, the Berserk armor. I'm not even going to touch that, because I want to say Guts, but I'm assuming Meliodas has tons of broken technique. And hey, I don't have it in me to say Guts would lose. So we're just going to pass. I'm just going to say it's a draw. What's the next one? Oh, Armstrong from FMA versus Frankie from One Piece. Let's see. I'll give it to Frankie. His arsenal is just retarded. He has lots of things. I know that Armstrong has this crazy durability and he's like superhumanly strong, but Frankie would definitely have ways around that. The arsenal is just something crazy. So I would give it to Frankie for sure. Let's see, another one. I can't really talk on that. Let's see. Menos Grande from Bleach versus the Titans, Attack on Titan. I would definitely give it to the Titans for sure. I mean, I don't even think the Menos Grande have like a very sophisticated mind, as in where all the Titans, these people take on the forms and they still have their own mind. So I'd figure they would just beat out the Menos Grande. And even at that size, the Colossal Titans even haven't, not just Colossal Titans, what am I saying? Just the Titans in themselves having their own unique abilities. And to bring up the Colossal Titan, I'm sure he just, he does for sure. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Titans would take that. Let's see. And some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff I don't know anything about because that's way past whatever I saw. Baki Hanma versus Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. I mean, Ippo is just a boxer, right? And Baki is just a... No, Baki takes it hands down. Hands down, he'll take that. There's not too many people in the martial art realm that can take Baki, for sure. Kirito versus Eren Yeager. So that's Sword Art Online versus Eren Yeager. Eren. What the hell? Eren. This is stupid Kirito just swinging some whack-ass sword in a video game, and Eren's out here doing some real shit. So there's no way that Eren would lose to some clown like this. What else we got here? Jotaro Kujo against Yo Asakura from Shaman King. That's a weird matchup. But I guess it actually does make sense because Yo has the samurai guy that possesses him or his sword or something like that. So he has like a familiar or a stand in this sense. But I think Jotaro would take that. His abilities are stupid. He has a very broken stand, so I think he would take that for sure. Soul Eater Evans, so Soul from Soul Eater versus Ichigo. I don't know why they put these people up against like people from Bleach or stuff like that. That's kind of crazy. I don't think there's much that Soul can do. Now, if he's going to be using Maka as his partner, she sucks. Terrible MC, by the way. And Ichigo is just easily going to overpower, with his infamous spam move. Spamming that shit until he wins, because he's got nothing else in his arsenal. He might throw a Hollow Mask on too, which is going to help out a lot. But he's just the spam king of Getsuga Tensho. So I'm pretty sure Ichigo takes that. And there's a few more. Let's see what we got here. Damn, these are some things that I've never even really paid attention to. Vegeta versus Roy Mustang. That's just stupid. And yeah, I think that's it for the list. There was a few on here that I didn't really know too much about because I did not watch Knights of Sidonia. I have not seen Rosario Vampire, and I do not remember too much about Ranma. So not really going to touch those. There's a Flame of Recca on here. I read that years ago back in high school. I remember reading that in the library. And I did not watch Witch Hunter Robin. So can't really talk too much about these. So I would encourage people to really comment on some of these things if they feel otherwise as to what I think. I would like to hear about that and be as harsh as possible. Call me an idiot. But before I end this episode, I would like to talk about a manhwa. This manhwa I have read a couple years ago. It's been a good amount of years actually, and it's a full color manhwa. I think the story is amazing. The artwork is godlike. It's called Feng Shen Ji, and I've suggested it to so many people. I've never heard anything negative. No negative feedback about it. It's really, really good. It's about, I guess, just like mythical gods and stuff like that, and kind of some humans trying to fight back at, I guess, the reign of the gods or whatever. There's so much more that goes into it, but I would just say, just for for the sake of bringing up a manhwa, I would say definitely read this. It is amazing. Drink some EP5. I'm going to continue to keep drinking this. It's pretty damn good. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I'm actually glad to have it within my my keep of other bottles. And yeah, this was I think this was episode 5. So with that being said, this will be episode 5 from Nobunaga Side Quest, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.